Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I just wanted to come on sort of quickly because my mother is getting released from the hospital today. So thank you once again for all of your well wishes. She is recovering beautifully. So I'm going to do a reading on two different things today. One is going to be on Hope Hicks. Spirit has shown me a little bit more information about her. And the other is going to be about Trump, his health, what's going on with him. I did turn off the comments on my last video because there was too many QAnon conspiracy theories, and I don't do that. The man is sick. It's not a conspiracy theory. Like I've told you before, I've infiltrated one of the Q groups, and so, the way he spun it to them um, was that he had to go away for a few days to take down Hillary Clinton's trafficking ring, where she takes children and does sacrifices. And that's why he put on Twitter, "We'll get through this together." And he put together in capital letters. And the way that it was encoded by his Q base was to get her. And so that's why now he's coming back triumphant. And, it's just a bunch of nonsense. He's sick. I've been picking up on sickness for quite some time with him. Anyways, he wasn't healthy before this. Um, so I'm going to end with the Starseed Oracle. I know a lot of you like that. And that is by Rebecca Campbell. So I got some images and some words from Spirit about Hope Hicks. And really interesting. They were all sort of old timey. So I got the word turncoat, like that phrase that they used during the American Revolution. Um, she has, I think, turned on Trump, or she's about to turn on Trump. There's something going on with her. Things feel different with how she perceives him and how she views him. So I wanted to take a look at that. Let me just move the camera down a little bit. Okay. So what do we need to know, Spirit? The other image that I got from Spirit with her was her in, I think it's like from the 1930s. The detectives, when they called them gumshoes, with like the beige trench coats and the hats and the black glasses. Um, she seems like she might be gathering some information about him. Um, let's see what the cards say. So what do we need to know about Hope Hicks? Okay, interesting. So the card that represents her is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is like a card about conforming, tradition, doing things the traditional way. So maybe she doesn't approve of Trump's untraditional ways of doing things. Her obstacle, okay, so this is about emotions, right? Cups are about emotions. Look at all that water. Water and tarot is about emotions. Um, so her obstacle is she's probably feeling pretty conflicted. She's not happy with what's going on. Then she gets the card of a ruthless battle. And so, okay, this is in the outcome position. I'm doing a modified Celtic cross. Um, she's going to fight on this. She's putting up a fight. Let's clarify. She's feeling like she's been fighting. Here she is with a bandage on her head. She feels embattled, like it's her against all these other people. That's really interesting. Let me do one more clarifier. This card can denote sickness. Um, this also can be a card of retreat. So I think there's just more to come with that. Let me see if Spirit has anything else that we can know about her and Trump. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I think she might know a little bit more about Russia and what's going on with that. This is the card of, stealing and getting away with it. This is the only card in the deck that actually looks Russian. Um, Yeah. And you can kind of look almost, he does look sneaky. He is sneaky. He's looking over his shoulder. Okay. So I think Spirit's right. There is something more going on with her and the president. So stay tuned on that one. Okay, so let's take a look at Trump. What do we need to know, Spirit, about Trump, his plans, his health? One of the things I'm putting into my tarot class is how to give a health reading, because I think a lot of you didn't understand like why I would say that he was so unhealthy when he literally got like every card in my last reading of poor health. So I need to make a teaching class about how you do a health reading with tarot. And I just ask everyone to, keep the vibes positive in the comments. Um, if you're new here, then let me just say that, the first time you're negative and you start attacking people or me or other, viewers, it's your last time. I do remove them. And if you go over the top with it, then I turn you over to YouTube. So, because I really didn't like that some of you were saying unkind things about other readers. Other readers do come onto my channel. I know because they tell me. Um, so let's not go there. Okay. There's no need for it. I have to say when Trump, I did watch when he was going to the White House last night and he was standing there saluting and he took off his mask and all that. He didn't look strong. He looked a little bit like he was wavering. And what I've been picking up with his health is a lot of chest, cardiac, and shortness of breath. I'm getting heart and lungs. Um, and I think that super spreader event that they had at the White House is really going to do a lot of harm. I would suspect that there's going to be lawsuits. I could picture the Secret Service suing. He was in a hermetically sealed SUV with those poor men, just so he could, do a joyride. But once again, that also was a message to QAnon, okay, that he's fine, I'm good, everything's good. When the reality is he's pumped up on steroids. And the amount that he's been given is enough that he can become delusional. And so he really should turn power over to Pence until he recovers. But I do think he's going to use the sickness to really just get whatever it is that he wants. So, he can use it as an excuse to get out of the debates. He can use it maybe down the road to get out of the country. I heard that this country that doesn't extradite has a cure. And so, he is not out of the woods. He is not out of the woods. The word I'm hearing is artificial. Oh, interesting. I'm also hearing false hope. False hope. Almost like a double entendre there. Okay. Oh, okay. So here's the card that represents Trump. I'm going to let this reading stand as is. You've seen how long I've been sitting here shuffling the cards. Okay, here's the death card. This is the card that represents Trump. His obstacle, justice, the legal system, going to court. His obstacle. Okay, this came up in the last reading. This is a card. Oh, I may be getting into classified information here. Um, my salt lamp didn't flicker. Just okay. Yeah, this when you pair this card up with this card, not a good outcome for someone's health, okay? Um, yikes. Okay. Let me do one more clarifier. Wheel of Fortune, a turning point. A turning point where a person comes into their karmic destiny. So things are not looking great for him. Spirit, could I please have one more card that I could share with the viewers about Trump? Okay, spirit is with us. Okay, so I don't think you need to be a tarot reader to realize that when you pair these cards up, it's not good, right? You get that. Because I know a lot of you are saying, "Oh, he's fine, he's healthy, he's healthy." Okay, he's not a well man. And somebody wrote in the comments, like, "Why can't I just wish him well?" I do wish him well. I want him well enough to stand trial and be held accountable for his crimes against humanity. I do not wish harm upon anyone, and I don't wish anything ill against him. But honestly, his karma is what it is. There's nothing I can do to change that. All right, let's end on a good note. Um, let's do the star seed oracle. I will do the typical what your spirit wants you to know, what the universe wants you to know, and then how we can bridge it together. And I'll use the box here. So what do my viewers need to know right now, Spirit? And it wouldn't be me shuffling oracle cards unless I complained about the size of them. They are too big for my hands. Okay. So this is what your spirit wants you to know. Big picture thinking, Palladian energy. You know, there are a lot of light workers and star seeds that are on this planet right now who do come from the Pleiades, that have that wonderful Palladian energy. Palladians are sixth density light beings. They feel very angelic to me. They are technologically advanced, but they're not cold. They are very loving. They're very good teachers. So big picture thinking, Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So embrace that, Palladian energy, that good, loving, kind energy. It feels very angelic. And someday I do think we're going to find that that many of the angels do come from the Pleiades. So this is what the universe wants you to know. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. So we're sort of in this holding pattern, aren't we? We don't really know what's going to happen next. So instead of getting, upset about what's going to happen next, stay in the present moment. Just stay in the present moment. So here we go. So here's two cards. And then let's do a card to bridge them together. Lifting the veil. Question everything. Anything unaligned must go. Anything unaligned must go. Anything that is not for your highest good needs to go at this time. So really embrace the fact that, we're going through this transition time and the veil's being lifted, the doors are being open, and start to see a lot more clearly. And please be careful of those people, on YouTube that's telling you, don't believe what you can see with your own eyes. Don't believe what you can hear with your own two ears. Instead, just trust in them. So be careful with that. And so here we go. We have like this nice little bridge together. All right, everyone. It was a pleasure reading for all of you today. I hope you all have a wonderful next couple of days, and I will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.